my friends, my name is Antonio and you are welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. The only format here on YouTube where every day I'm showing a property for sale in the Italian market. Okay, so let's start and let me introduce you today's property. Let's start from the location, and we are in this town called Bussi Sul Tirino, so Pescara Province, Abruzzo region. Now, Bussi sul Tirino is a town of a bit above 2,000 inhabitants, so between 2,100 and 2,200 inhabitants. Not very small town. Very small town, I consider, let's say, under 1,000 inhabitants. So I'm expecting to have already all the basic services that we might need. Then we are talking about a detached house for sale in via Progresso 101. Now, it's not a detached house, we are talking about a terraced house that develops on 3 levels. Then the size of the property, 96 square meters, which is a bit above 1,000 square feet, I'd say maybe tiny bit less than 1,100 square feet, and we are talking about 5 rooms. Now, a lot to say about this property. We will investigate together, so sit back and relax. All I want to say for now is that we are talking about a property fully renovated for 33,000 euro. So extremely low price, very inexpensive. Now, let's go here on Google Street View. And this is where, anyway, this is the same picture that we can see here on Idealista of the property for sale. It says the address is Via Progresso 101, but here I haven't been able to find exactly which one is the property because I try to follow the numbers. Now, 98, 94. It's a bit unclear. Generally, in Italy, you have uh, even numbers on one side of the road and odds on the other side. Now, this is 101. The address of the property should be on the left-hand side, the property, not on the right. But by the picture they're showing here, it seems like the property is on the right. So first thing of this property that is a bit unclear. But let's do a 360 degrees just to understand a bit better the area where the property is. Anyway, we see a lovely street with lovely houses. Here we are not far anyway from the main center of the town. Here anyway we see lovely properties around. As you can see, the numbers which are odds on this side, but here we have 41, 39, so we don't really see 101. Then I see a lovely property for sale here, which we see the sign Vendesi, but this property is not sold through an agency. When you find this type of sign here, which is not reporting any name of the agency, and we see just the written Vendesi, which means for sale in Italian, that means is a private seller. It will be interesting. For example, now I'm not very close to this area. I should drive 3 hours to go and investigate. I don't have the number. So to find out about this type of properties, you have to go there. Here it's written the number to call, and then you can call and arrange a view. But this one looks a very interesting house. Okay, let's go back now to Idealista and let's investigate, let's find out all we have to know about this property. Now, property description, and my friends, if you like this format, if you like this type of videos, you are very welcome to put like and subscribe. It's highly appreciated. Then, if you want to stay updated for the daily videos, you can just hit the bell and you will see all the daily videos that I'm making about properties for sale, in particular in the south of Italy. Inexpensive in the south of Italy. Now, Bussi sul Tirino. Characteristic independent apartment. So before they say detached house, now independent apartment, let's consider terraced house, completely renovated. In the heart of the charming historic center of Bussi Sul Tirino, we offer for sale a characteristic apartment spread over several levels, I'd say 3 levels, completely renovated both internally and externally, which is a plus, extremely a plus. So basically, for this amount of money, we don't have to add extra cost, extra money. So 33,000, obviously we can always add something, but that's another story. It is ideal for those looking for a move-in ready home, a vacation home, or a real estate investment. Technically, yes, it can work for all these three type of solutions, which is the move-in ready home, vacation house, or real estate investment in one of the most fascinating locations in Abruzzo. The property covers a total area of approximately 96 square meters, let's say 1100 square feet, and is composed as follows. Now, very important because we need to understand. Ground floor, we have the entrance, the bathroom. Okay, we have a bathroom on the ground floor and a convenient multi-purpose room that can be used as a storage area, warehouse, study, or hobby room. Okay, so basically we have the entrance, we have the bathroom, and a multi-purpose room that can be used, storage area, warehouse, and so on, study or hobby room. Then, first floor, we have a bright living area consisting of a living room and an eating kitchen. Second floor, large double bedroom and a second bathroom. So we have two bathrooms, one on the ground floor where we have the entrance and one on the second floor. The property is completed by a balcony and a pleasant terrace. So this is an extra, again, another plus to have a lovely terrace. Outdoor spaces ideal for moments of relaxation in the open air. The renovation involved the entire building, ensuring excellent general condition and the possibility of moving into the property immediately without having to undertake further works. Main features: surface area, again 96 square meters, layout over several levels, two bathrooms, one double bedroom, living room and kitchen, balcony, terrace, completely renovated, excellent general condition, ideal as a primary residence, vacation home, or investment. The basic features we just anyway. So we have heating system, natural gas, and now let's go and investigate the price per square meter. And the property is sold for 344 euro. Now, here I can give you a hint. There is a website called realadvisor.it. Basically, you open this website, realadvisor.it. You can put in, write the address of the property, and then you can find out the average price per square meter in the area. And then you can compare if the price per square meter is low or exceed, let's say, the average. But in this case, anyway, I think for a property in a good condition, renovated externally and internally, 344 euro per square meter is extremely low. Let's see the statistics. Okay, here we have listing updated on the 9th of June. So we don't have how many views this property had. All we know is that we have 8 email inquiries. Hard to say in this case if the property. Okay, 9th of June, 8 email inquiries makes sense. So was listed, not updated on the 9th of June. Consider is more than a month. I'm recording today, 15th of July, nearly 12 o'clock. Uh, okay, let's go now finally to the pictures and let's investigate all we can find out, about this property for sale. Okay, so it says that there is an entrance on the ground floor with a bathroom and a hobby room, first floor living room with kitchen, and also second floor with bedroom and bathroom. Now, I can also tell you that when they've done the renovation, because this is a kind of seismic area, I see they use anti-seismic system in the renovation. You can see basically here where we have the gray property, we see these squares in the middle of the property. That means that they have reinforced the structure. Also, we see under the balcony here, above the balcony here, these squares, this is a structure to make more solid the property. Okay, my friends. So now the property is not furnished. So it's a bit hard to understand which room is which, but let's try to guess. There are not many pictures, but I want to show you this property because the price is low, the condition is very good, so it's worth it, even if the pictures are not very clear. Then you can always contact, because I always share the address, the link of the property here for sale below in the description. So basically, you are always free to contact and maybe to get more information in case you like this property. So here we are in the kitchen, I guess. We have the gas boiler, electrical system in a good condition. Anyway, it seems like no one ever lived since the renovation works had been done. Okay, now I guess here we are on the first floor and this is the living area. Okay, so here now it's a pity they kept this is not an entrance door. This is simply access to the balcony. It's a balcony. It's a pity that they keep anyway always everything closed to not show natural light. Now this is natural light, but we are getting the natural light from the rear side. Let's say from behind the person who took the picture. Okay, so I'd say that we were on the first floor, and I guess here we are going to the ground floor, where we have this hobby space, hobby room, plus a bathroom. And so I guess here we have the bathroom, where we see this arch. Probably this is an extension of the bathroom as well. We'll see, we'll see. Again, I said there are not so many pictures, but we'll try to understand as much as we can. Electrical system, heating system, floor tiles, window frames, everything has been renovated, upgraded. The doors, no, they kept the old doors, which is technically fine. So I guess here we have the main entrance behind who took the picture, because they say the entrance is on the ground floor, and then we have the stairs leading to the first. So basically we have a bathroom here on the right hand side. We have this area, this is a pre-bathroom, then we have the bathroom, and then we have this space here, which I guess, behind we have the main entrance door. And then we have the stairs leading up to the first. Okay, here we are back in the living area on the first floor, where we have also the kitchen. And I have to say that anyway, here everything looks in a good order. We see it's an historic building because the walls are very thick. So we have thick walls, but everything looks fine. Again, empty house without furniture. Okay, now here I guess we are in the bathroom on the second floor, which is also renovated, looks new. One thing here, I have to say, I don't see the shower. So it looks more like a service bathroom on the second floor. The shower, I saw it in the bathroom on the ground. But we have two bathrooms, which is always fine. And again, fully renovated bathroom. Also, the window frames are new, the wooden one with double glazed windows. Okay, and here we are leading up to the second floor where it says that there is the bedroom. And okay, now let's process 1 second. We have the stairs and we have this here, this fence, let's say. Um, then I foresee the bedroom, and what I see here in this area is an extra space, is an extra room. Now, in the description, it said that on the second floor there is only the bedroom and the bathroom. Here I see a room, which I guess is the bedroom, and here I see another space which could be used also as another living space, not to be used as a bedroom. The bedroom officially is just one. Okay, so we see by the tiles here that this is the bathroom on the second floor. So we have the stairs. Here we have this big space with balcony, which obviously they are not showing. But so we have this space before the bedroom. They are not showing the bedroom. And here we are back down to the ground floor, where basically we have the main bathroom, because I see the shower here. I see the sink, space probably for washing machine. Okay, here is the shower. Everything is renovated. And here we have the terrace, which is not nice, uh, because it's a private terrace. Let's say not many people are looking on this terrace, and we have a view of the beautiful hills and mountains in this area, which it looks very, very nice. And so we have a view of the surrounding area. Here, okay, here this picture might help us to understand, because through this house that we have in front with the three balcony, I think it's the one that we saw for sale. And basically is this balcony here just in front of the house. So now I'm curious and I want to go straight away. Here we have the floor map. Let's go straight away here to Google Maps. Okay, where we have 1, 2, and 3 doors. Then we have the 3 balconies in front of the house. Okay, so this is the balcony. This is the picture. Let's go back to the ad. Let's go back here. So basically, this picture has been taken from the second floor. Let's see. Wait a second, I made a mistake. Okay, first floor, which it says is a second floor. It's a bit unclear, the description, but at least we know now the property for sale is this one here. 104, 110, the number here. Okay, fully renovated, quite interesting. Okay, I think the description was a bit wrong, because it seems like we have a basement floor, a ground floor, and then we have the first floor. So it's not a ground first and second, but we have basement, piano interrato, which is this one here on the top left, where we have the bathroom and this extra space that they didn't show properly the picture. Then we have this space here which I guess is the ground floor with the kitchen main entrance here. We have the main entrance on the ground floor with the living area. Again, pity that the pictures are a bit unclear. And here we have the first floor where we have the bedroom, which they haven't shown a picture of the bedroom. And then the, let's say, this space, this room before the bedroom on the top. So quite interesting. They haven't showed. And so, my friends, this is all we have to know about this property by the pictures. Again, price is good. The amount of bathrooms, the amount of rooms doesn't look very bad. Here should be the only solution if you're interested in this property is to contact the agency, the seller, and to ask a video, to ask for a video call, to ask for more pictures, simply because the property is interesting, but the pictures, a pity that are a bit unclear. Okay, now we find out that this is the property for sale, which anyway looks nice. Uh, okay, now my friends, let's zoom out, which I haven't done it before, simply to understand a bit better the town. As I said, we are around 2,000 inhabitants. So we have the property that is in this area. We have the main square. We have the council here, Comune di Bussi Sul Tirino. More than 2,000 inhabitants. We have the castle. We are close to the castle. We have B&B. We have bars. We have restaurants. And I guess, anyway, we have many business activities, a travel agency, natural experience. Okay, let's keep zooming out to understand a bit better the area. Okay. Canoa sul Tirino. Seems like it's possible to kayak on this river that is passing by near this town, Bussi sul Tirino. As we see, we are not extremely far from Pescara, and we are also not very far from L'Aquila, let's say, and the beautiful hills and mountains of Abruzzo region. Okay, let's investigate about the distances. First of all, let's check Pescara, because anyway, Pescara is the nearest biggest town, let's say. So if we want to go to Pescara, we can commute by bus. So here I see, for example, one bus that starts at 1 o'clock, 1:07, arrives at 1:13. Let's go in the details. It's just one bus, so from Bussi sul Tirino. Simply to understand, okay, from the property, 10 minutes by walk, and we reach the bus stop. And then we have 50 minutes to drive to Pescara, 7 stops. And then 6 minutes by walk to reach Pescara center. Let's see by car how long it takes. So in less than 40 minutes, 39 minutes, we are already on the seaside. Then if we want to take the road without tolls, it takes 44 minutes. Okay, because here anyway we have the motorway that goes down to Chieti and Pescara. Actually, so in Pescara we have the airport. Let's see how far we are from Chieti. Chieti takes 35 minutes to reach. So all these routes actually have tolls. If you want to take the road, the streets, let's say if you want to drive without paying tolls, I'd say add 10 more minutes to this distance, 35, 45, 39, 45-50. Okay, so here we are, Chieti. We saw how far we are from Pescara. Then once we are in Pescara, we are already on the sea. Then there are beautiful destinations like Francavilla al Mare and Montesilvano. All this area is lovely. I've been to Francavilla al Mare. I have a very good friend living in this town, and it's beautiful. I've been there a few times, and I really, really like. Then going southern direction, we have Ortona. Okay, let's see. Last thing, I'm quite curious to see how far we are from the capital of Abruzzo, which is L'Aquila. So to go to L'Aquila takes 57 minutes. Okay. Actually, because anyway, we drive through the mountain area. That's why the roads probably are a bit slower. What else? L'Aquila. Let's see by bus to go to L'Aquila. And there is a direct bus. And it is the bus that goes from Pescara to L'Aquila. Basically, between these two towns, then we have Bussi Sul Tirino stop, and it takes 1 hour and 7 minutes, 1 hour 8 minutes, 1 hour and 2, 1 hour and 7, 57. Depends also a bit by the traffic. And anyway, we are in L'Aquila in less than 1 hour by bus. Okay, my friends, I think now we can go and do a bit of Google Street View. Always if Google Street View allows me, because I'm recently having problem and I haven't been able to solve the issue. Okay, so we have the castle here in this area. So we are in the older part of the town, the medieval. Then we see we have a newer part. Okay, anyway, let's go here. From the property, we keep going to Via del Vecchio, Mattatoio. We keep going down and then we'll turn left to reach this main square called Chiesa di Santa Maria dell'Assunta. Let's try. Okay, wait a second. Okay. Now here we are in the street where the property is. Okay, so we know here is the property. Now we go to the opposite direction. We go to the street that is called Via del Vecchio Mattatoio. Okay. And then at the very end of this street, we have lovely houses. We also have apartments. Again, Italians always prefer to live in apartments. But again, the people who always lived here, they also like to have their own house, but we see other apartments here. We have lovely garden. It's a lovely town, Bussi sul Tirino. Ok, Via del Vecchio Mattatoio. We see obviously the prices for this property are over 100, if not over 150,000, if not 200,000. Okay, I think we reached the cross where now we can go to this square where they say the church is. And let's try to investigate. I saw a property with a sign for sale. No. These are the type of houses that we have around. Okay, let's try. Probably this is the, I don't know, looks like a modern church, this one. Anyway, we enter in the newer part of the town, but as we see, anyway, the beautiful hills, the beautiful mountains in this area. Let's see if they allow us. Here we have other apartments. Probably here we have the river, or maybe not. Anyway, okay, my friends, I think I'm a bit lost here. I wanted to go to one place, but I think I didn't reach. But anyway, so let's see. Okay, now I find out why nobody's in the street. The picture was taken in August 2024, probably when all the shops and business activities are closed during the hot hours of the day. Here today we're going to have 37 degrees in Montemilone, let's say 38. The highest temperature since this summer, 38, but we are in the south of Italy, so we're not really having extreme heat, let's say, here in the south of Italy. Here in the south of Italy, let's say, this kind of temperature is quite normal, are quite normal. Okay, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you here tomorrow for another property for sale in one of the southern Italian regions. I wish you a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.